Ahoy there crew, this is your captain speaking, and today we're taking a look at my first few art fight attacks. Unfortunately, there are only a few for today, since art fight only just started like 3 days ago. But of course, I wanted to start off with some friends and mutuals. I decided that my first victim will be my friend Aksaru. Every artist I talk about will either be linked in the description or the pinned comment, so please go check them out. I started this art fight off pretty ambitious since I decided to draw 2 characters. These 2 lucky winners were Luna and Basil. Aksaru's made a few animated videos about them, which I really recommend checking out, it's always a fun watch. Luna is a moth girl who seems to not really be sure what she is or where she comes from, while Basil is a sweet little guy who's obsessed with bugs and wants to help her out. There were a few ideas running through my head initially, but upon seeing this base, I just knew I had to use it for them. I did regret choosing it a tiny bit at some point, just because I am not as good at drawing side profiles as I would like to be. There has for sure been some improvement, but that skill of mine is not quite there yet. I do think Luna's side profile does actually look better after the rendering. Sometimes the line art for something just looks weird before the color gets into the mix. I actually drew this piece on my first ever stream over on Twitch. It made me a little more self-conscious than usual, but I think this artwork turned out pretty good in the end. I especially love Basil's little expression. Since my first attack for art fight took a little more time than expected, I decided to wind it down a bit for my second attack. I'd coincidentally bookmarked one of Cormea's Stone's characters to make an eye banner for, so it seemed like the perfect next attack. The second art fight victim is Estrella. Cormea actually drew an updated ref sheet for Estrella and it looks so good. It's always so nice to me when I see how other artists' styles change and improve over time. It's really cool to see. But let's get back to the character. Estrella is an angel of astrology. They function as the keeper of other worlds or dimensions, watching over them and deciding whether to help or just let that world die. Personality-wise though, they have a love for dad jokes and don't really get other people's indecisiveness. Their special interest seems to be history and stories from different worlds. Overall, they seem like a lovely character both by personality and design. The lovely galaxy theming all over them was really what drew me in. I know I had tons of fun trying to create a similar effect on an OC I designed recently, but I did take a different approach this time. I played around with some different layer modes and brushes to get that sort of cloudy texture and color variation. I think I actually did pretty good with this one, I just hope Cormea likes it too. Unfortunately, this is the last attack of the video, but you can look forward to more in the coming weeks. This one was drawn for another friend of mine, Chocoburb. I decided to draw one of her fandom OCs. Meet Freya Jensen, Choco's Hetalia OC. I personally have never watched Hetalia and don't know anything about it, but drawing such a pretty character was too good to pass up. I just love everything about her. Her personality is fun, her color palette is great, and her hair ends that flick up like that remind me of my model. You might think it would make it easier to draw Freya's hair since I've drawn similar hair tons of times, but in fact it did not. I always struggle with it, but once I get it right, I always really like how it looks. Choco actually talked a bit about her in her art fight prep video, which I really recommend checking out. Freya is the alter ego of Katarina Belschmidt. During Denmark's disappearance after the calamity hit Earth, Katarina is left alone to govern over what's left of Germany and Denmark's territories respectively. Freya Jensen shows herself when Katarina switches personalities. She becomes Freya when stress hits high and her body cannot control the power of governing over 2 territories. She's got some attitude to her, so I just had to figure out a pose to do her justice. I was planning to just take a reference picture of myself, but I quickly found this space and I just knew I had to use it for the pose reference. It turned out very fun. I just hope Choco likes this piece as much as I do. But that is all for today crew. I'll be posting art fight videos every week until the end of July, so be sure to like and subscribe so that you don't miss any of it. I hope to see you for our next voyage though. Bye bye!